people here, man?
Looks like it, man.
Hey, Long Riders!
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
How's it
Glad
going?
you're here. Really excited to have you here. I got some we got a killer live stream for you tonight. Whew. Excited. Really excited.
Got the same old rum and Diet Coke.
Hope you don't all go away, but we decided, big announcement. Sorry, bad announcement. Not really a bad announcement, but we are stop giving flies away at 10 subscribers. And one reason why we're doing that is because nobody's getting a hold of me. I have no addresses to send anything to, so if nobody cares, then why the hell should we keep doing it? So we're done. We gave away the flies the first time, and works for me. So whatever, you know, we're gonna do that. Screw it. Nobody wants interested in getting them anyway. Plus, we could send them to Australia or Canada, and Alfie couldn't get them, or you know, and so here we are. So what's up, y'all? We got a fly tire special tonight. I'm going to answer your fly tying questions. I'm going to talk about fly tying tips. We're going to talk fly tying. What do you think about that?
Let us know if the music's too loud. I'll adjust it.
I see. Chris, what's up?
Somebody's...
We got White Rabbit.
Chris can give you his.
Right on. Did he win?
No.
Oh. You can know. See this up here? If you guys just want to send me a letter, dude, Chris, check this out, man. If you see that email address up there, that Gmail, dude, you can send me anything. You send me a thing and I'll save it, right? And then what I'm thinking is we're gonna do like discounts on like shit later. Like on the guide service or whatever, and you'll be on our email list. So if you want to be on the email list, right there, it's just for you guys. That's why it's EFF fans or something. I can't even read it anymore.
Nope, he says. It's fans EFF.
Yeah, you see it up here at the top.
14 at gmail.com.
Wait, here, I got it. Right here, right above Tracy's head. What am I thinking?
Yeah,
right above Tracy's
it's right
head.
above my head. Here
yeah,
we
right
go.
there. See, send it to that email address. You can send me letters, man. Whatever. I'll send you my address if you want to send anything in the mail. It's all cool, man. If you guys want to sponsor, you know, I send you that information. You guys can fully sponsor a live stream. And I'll be like, this live stream is sponsored by Chris. All day by Chris. Chris rocks, you know. You see what I'm saying, Chris? Yeah. Or anybody else that's here, like Chris. And,
yeah.
You know, we got Gary here, you know, White Rabbit, and that's all the people that are talking, I think.
Right now, it's the time being.
If you're here, you should talk. See, this is the cool thing about live is so we can communicate with each other, and you can ask me tying questions. You can be like, hey, dude, I got this problem, you see, and most likely I can answer it.
Chris said he didn't win anything, but he will gladly take some flies, LOL.
Right on. See, this is a way we can get you on the email address. I mean, you could work out a deal here where I could sell them cheap. I could probably sell them to you cheaper than Orvis or somebody. You know what I'm saying, bro? And that way, you can get a hold of me, right? You know, anybody watching this in the replay can get a hold of me. If you're watching this later, a year from now, it don't matter. You can get a hold of me on that email address, right? Because it'll always be on email address. It's gonna be tied even to our website. Now, I'm working on, guys, be patient, but I'm working on our guide service. You know, I got to learn CPR. You know how hard it is to get CPR certified during COVID? This is a pain in the ass. The first aid thing I could do online, but I got to be COVID, I got to be CPR and first aid certified, so.
Right on, Chris says.
So you know what I'm saying, dude? So we can, like, you know, the email address is going to be very important to have your email address. So that's why I created that all for everything. And so we'll have an email list. And
oh, I really think that's loud. It's loud to me.
It is getting pretty loud, ain't it?
Yeah.
So like I said, any of you guys, anytime, that's why it's there. I don't use it for anything else. I made sure, because I used to use my old email addresses, you know, for like, I don't know, online responses stuff, and they get so overcrowded. That one I'm not using for anything but you guys, so that it don't get overcrowded. So that I don't have to go through 1,000 emails to see you guys' response.
Chris said, yeah, it's hard to get certified. He was a teacher at one point.
Yeah, see, I haven't done, that was my whole idea, is when I was younger, I started tying, and then I went into construction. I've been in construction for 30 years, you know, and anybody says, well, what are you going to do, man? I said, well, I'm going to work till my body gets old, and then I'm going to go back to teaching and guiding or something, you know. And I did that since I was, 20 years I got out of service. At 22, at 23, I got out of service, and that was my idea, my whole plan. I was like, I'm going to find a job, get a career. I'm going to work that until I'm, and learn about fly fishing. My deal is, you go to a place, like we were just at, I'm not going to mention, we were just at a fly shop, dealer, buy flies, you could buy rods, lines, everything. And we were there, and they had a guide service. And I was talking to a person, and I said, well, I haven't seen you before. He says, yeah, I'm new here. I said, what do you do? He's a guide. And the kid looked to be of 19 years old, or 20 years old. And I'm thinking, how long could you possibly have been fly fishing, man? I mean, yeah, I know that some people, my daughter's been fly fishing since she was 6. But she hasn't been at 6 years old sucking up knowledge and soaking it all in. And that's my problem with guides, is they don't really have all that long of experience. Most of them are young. It's my idea was, don't do it young and then know that I have to do something else when I have a family. My idea was to create a family, get my family out of the house, everything, pay for my house, own everything, then become a guide, so that, because I don't have many bills anymore. I'm old. I ain't got many bills. Shit. You know what I mean? My bills aren't that high. I do got bills, but electric and, and all that. But my bills aren't out the roof like they were when I was 22 or 25. And that's why I decided to take a guide. And I would know knowledge. What I want to do is teach people how to catch more fish in their backyard. Not just take people. That's the problem with guides. It'll take you out to the creek, go, here's where you go. Here's where you fly, here's where you fish, so you learn how to fish that hole that day. They don't take you out and say, well, I've talked to guides, and I blew their mind. I'm like, I ask them a question, and they have no clue. And then when I tell them the answer or describe to them, they're like, wow, really? And I'm like, yeah. See, that's it, the knowledge. You want to go home with the knowledge, not just the creek that day. And that's what I wanted to bring. And that's why I waited. So I had all this experience, sucked it up. But I started learned tie when I was 14 and didn't pick up a fly rod until I was 16. I had 2 years of tying. That's all I did is tied strictly nymph, and sucked up the knowledge of how to tight line. Everybody now calls it Euronymphing. We call it tight line or high sticking. It's the same thing. Only thing is if you study the Euronymphing fly fishing thing in detail. It would be more the French style. You're using more weights, and you're kind of doing it like a bait fisherman, where you're putting the exact weight to sink the fly to the exact height of the fish of the strike zone. So, cause I was learnt from Joe Humphreys will say add weight or delete weight. If you're ticking off bottom and getting hooked every time, delete. If you're not bouncing bottom at all in any cast, add. So that's what you're doing. That's how you're getting your flies in the strike zone, and you're keeping that tight line from them flies to where now most Euro nymphing is tied on jig hooks, and you're staying close to that first fly, and you're using sight, not feel. Back in the old high sticking, you were using more feel, like you do French Euro nymphing. French Euro nymphing is adding weight and you know what I'm saying. Czech nymphing is, it's crazy, but you can go in way detail. But trust me, you're doing more the French style where you're adding the weight, and that's getting you in the strike zone. and you're just keeping the flies in the strike zone, and you're waiting for, which is weird because I don't know why you use sighters, because I don't need a sighter. I can see my mono and see. Well, here's the thing I never understood is you need a sighter, but you can see your line. When your line breaks the water, makes a dot. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Is you can kind of watch the dot on the water to see a strike. Really, I mean, you can. Think about this. The water, your line hits the water, and it makes a spot on the water where your line enters the water. And that's how I used to do, that's how I got that was my strike indicator when I was high sticking. So your line comes down, it goes in the water. You keep it tight to that, and relevant, I mean, you're staying high, and you're watching that line floating down, and if that point of entry where the mono enters the water, that surface, that film with the fly that's merging gets stuck in, that film, your line will touch there and have a dot there, or like an eye drop where it hits the water, and if you watch that eye drop, and you're coming across, that eye drop will go like that, that's a strike, man. It's that easy. I never understood because us high sticking for so long, we never used a bright orange piece of line ever to detect a strike. You had feel or you had sight. And that just blew my mind when they were like, well, you have to put a, what is that little spring thing there? I mean, really? Really? So, when we were bait fishing when I was a kid, when I was like from the age of 6 to 14 or 16, you would add weight to that worm to get it right to that strike zone, and you would kind of just go like this in the water, just kind of like you're high sticking, and you would just wait, and you could see. The reason being is if you never bait fished and you're only a fly fisherman, a freaking trout will literally clean off a hook without getting hooked. It will literally rip the freaking whole worm off a hook till it's bare, and you would never catch that trout. They were amazing, man, at that. And so now, if you stop and think about that, and you wonder why people say you're missing trout with a strike indicator, that they can literally clean a worm off a hook without getting hooked, literally clean the hook bare.
Yeah.
So they're just nibbling. They're nibbling at your flies, pecking at them to see if they move or whatever, or if they're real. There's a big thing where you guys are doing it. Grasshoppers are floating across the top of the water. The trout will come up and hit them. You know why they do that? Because they've been caught by a grasshopper before. All right. Now listen, people have observed this. I've heard talk about it all the time. So what they're doing is they've had a fake grasshopper. They came up and hit it, and they know they got hooked. So they learned that if they come up and tap that grasshopper and it doesn't get jerked off the water, it's real, and then they'll eat it. So when they come up and tap your grasshopper and float across the top of the water, right? They'll like tap it, and you're gonna jerk because you think that you're hooking them, and now that trout will go off and they'll never catch it again. It knows that you're there. So the technique is if the grasshopper is floating across the top of the water, and they pop your grasshopper like that, you let it go. And a lot of times, bass are known for this. I used to do it all the time when I bass fish. They pop it like that, and you wait, and then they'll come up and engulf that thing like crazy. And you don't even have to hook set them. They'll just hook set themselves. They engulf it. And trout will do that too. And bass are really big on that. They'll bump it to see if it's alive, to see if it moves. So this is the reason why I did this podcast. We got a video here. We're gonna chat. We'll chat after it. You can discuss the topic. But I see some people going away. Did I get some comments I missed?
Nope.
All right.
Not yet. I'm keeping you on track on them. Nothing new.
Here's my thing. I had another hater, and every once in a while I like to do this to bring everybody back to I don't like it. It bugs me. When I get a hater on here who starts in, one thing you guys do, if you guys want to help me out as my channel, and you guys ever see a hateful comment back. Get that hater to keep commenting. to poke at you. Just poke at them like you're poking at a lion with a stick to get them attack, and then poke them more. Because every time they make a comment, whether good or bad, it gives me a positive energy. Next thing you know, they're promoting my videos on YouTube. So really, by them attacking me and doing negative comments, right? They are promoting me. They're putting my video in front of more people, giving me more. Every time they make a hateful comment, they're giving me more subscribers. So keep that in mind. If you see somebody making a hateful comment, poke at them. Poke at that bear. Get them to comment. Because YouTube doesn't know the difference between good comments and bad comments. You know, they don't. They have no clue. So if you guys want to just tell me to fuck off every day, sorry, man. If you're under 18, you shouldn't be here. So
nope. Goodbye.
So if you want to do that, dude, YouTube doesn't know that you told me that I'm the worst idiot in the world. They don't know. So every time you comment, it gives me more subs. So that's why I tell you guys to comment. So I had one of these guys. And here's the thing. If you're going to come at me and say that my tail was a little too long, right? I got a video coming for you. I do. I think a lot of people that come new to the channel only watch what I post after they're here. A lot of people don't dig back and look at old stuff. Like a lot of people didn't know I have a video saying I'm sorry about Orvis. Reason being, when I was young, and I still have a problem with it, it's all it does is take one person to comment.
Yeah.
You know, saying, come on, poor white boy, you could be something if you just learned how to tie flies right. Or, dude, you know, hate, you know. I don't care if it's hate against, I don't care who your hate is against, and I don't care where the hate's coming from, who you are. I don't care if you're a fucking damn Eskimo and you're coming out with me hate, you're still dick. Right? And I don't care. I don't have any time for you singling out poor people, or I have no time for you singling out a bait fisherman because he wants to hang out with us and talk. I have no time for that. If you're gonna hate anybody for anything, get the fuck out of here, man. You know, if you think you're rich and you're entitled,
keep talking fish smart. I'm hearing ya.
You know what I'm saying?
Kevin.
You know what I'm saying? If you got hate because somebody's doesn't drive around on a nice truck and they drive around in a beat up Pinto,
right?
But they're making it to the creek. Guess what? That guy who's fishing in that Pinto used to be me, and I used to embarrass you rich people. And that's why I hated Orvis. You know? And look, here's the thing. I was one of them people. I was born in a really well-to-do family. I really was. You should see my mom and dad's house. It's like a farm, man. Acreage and a beautiful house. And I think the estimated value of my mom and dad's house last time I checked was $800,000 or something, dude. So I'm not raised that way, but they come across that way. They're like, poor white boy, you know what? And it pisses me off, dude, because that's like one of me going against somebody who's poorer than me because they're poorer than me. Right. And that irks me, man. You want to irk me? You want to piss me off? You want to get punched in the nose? And start treating people because they don't have money bad. That irks me. Because not everybody has $500 to drop on a fly rod. Some people only have $50 to drop on a fly rod. And they're still fly fishing, man. You know what I'm saying? And that just to come at me like that. And that's what they always do. These haters come on here and they think, poor white boy, man, you could become a rich white boy if you just learn to tie right. And I'm like, dude, why are you hating on somebody that doesn't have as much money as you? Get the fuck... And you know what? Here's the thing, man. I have a story about this. Me and Tracy were in a parking lot on Penn's Creek one day. And these guys get out and they have... Everything's brand new, dude. Brand new, you know. And I know my brands. I've been around this game long enough to know when you spend money. And these guys had lots of money involved. You know, they had the best waders, the best jacket, the best rods, the best everything, best reel lines. I could just see cash flowing. And when they got on the water, they started hurting my ears. You guys, anybody here know the sound of? Has anybody here been on the water? You know, this is it. I'll explain it like this. It's kind of like somebody dragging their nails on a chalkboard to me. When they whip the flies and they're not pausing long enough, or you know they can't cast, that sound that a bad cast makes, it's like irksing me in the back of my head. And when I see somebody come in a Mercedes-Benz SUV and get out with the top-notch stuff, and they make that noise, the first thing that comes to my mind is you shouldn't have bought a cheaper rod and maybe bought some lessons. All right? And so that's what I have. Every time I have I'm sorry, I'm going off. It's just one of them the live streams, baby. I mean, it's all about that, man. Because, anyway, you don't need hate in this sport, man. And my first thoughts when I came into fly fishing is this is like golfing. It's a very old man, very rich white man sport. Right? And when I first started tying was before river runs through it. And when I came back from the military, it was after river runs through it. When everybody hit the water. And this irks me. And yes, I am a kind of sorry if that offends you too. I am kind of towards the right wing. I'm not necessarily, I'm no affiliate. But that's going to look crazy. Some of this stuff is a little wacky for my brain.
Chris says you're good.
But I'm still, I'm not nothing, not right or left. I just care, but I'm saying I tend right now. What?
Kevin says, talk flies, go to therapy for the other stuff, please.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying, right? So I have a problem with that whole, you treating people bad because of their social class or anything other than, just pick on them. When you don't know how to fly fish. So, that being said, they come on here and they give me hate mail, and it irks me. So, I dedicated this one to them kind of people. So, what we're going to do is we're going to... How long are we along? We are going to hit... what do we got going on here? We got Skywalker, and what do you got?
Maverick.
And she's got Maverick. We're going to hit some pens here. Because we are medical patients in the Pennsylvania. And hopefully they don't get rid of my channel. Hopefully this don't kick me off my channel. If it ever gets a problem, guys, I can see it coming a mile away. So, here's a cool thing they're going to add. I'll let you know when I can add it. I haven't been able to add it. The really cool thing is they're going to shake it off. They're going to be able to sponsor any video. You'll be able to go on a video if you like it. I'll put it on my video. Bottom will say something. I forget. It's just they just give me a news brief. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't really get to see it. So, but it's gonna have a little thing down there where you'll be able to sponsor any video you want. So if you like a video, instead of being hitting the join button and being monthly, no matter what, you'll be like, hey, dude, you made a good video. $1.
Frank says, Kevin, this is therapy. Hey, Frank, what's up, buddy?
Hey, my man, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Right. I know, Kevin. I need lots of therapy, baby. You have no idea. That's why I'm going to be a guide. You guys are going to become my therapy. You're going to come out fishing with me, and that'll make me feel not so lonely anymore. Maybe I'll think I have friends. Who knows? Oh, baby. But what the thought is people getting on the case of dimensions of flies. All right. I've spent one time entirely with professional tires, which was really weird because back then this is it. See that? That is how I made the Lancaster videos, and before that it was this GoPros is all I had. You should see the setup I have now.
Frank says, happy Friday, happy Friday.
Hey,
cheers, Frank.
So this is how I walked around Lancaster. You know what I mean? Like this, recorded. Alright?
We did.
I had 500 subscribers, I think it was at the time. And was really weird. A lot of the pro tires and other people knew who I was. I can't imagine what. Or people I told off. I might run into them this time. But
Yeah.
like, I had a big problem. I had a problem with some pro people, or just, I don't know. This weird. I have no problem. I'm not worried about it. But anyway, most of us got together when we were hanging out. We were hanging out till like really late the one day. I think it was Friday night or something. There wasn't many people there. We were hanging out. And our biggest laugh about everything was the miss.
Kevin's from Australia too. Kevin says,
right.
come to Australia, he'll take you fishing.
Yes, as soon as this crap's over, they don't have. How you doing, bro? How bad did they have? Did they have you on lockdowns much? Dude, you want to hear something crazy? Right? There's parts of PA here, up in the mountains, that during the middle of this, when all y'all locked up, nobody could leave their houses, you go up there in the mountains and it was like, what COVID?
Yeah.
You never seen them wearing a mask, dude. They had no cases, just in the mountains. The PA wilds, you get up there in the PA wilds, dude. We have wilds, man.
Oh yeah.
You guys, I mean, we have jungle wilds. There's mountain laurel up here in these mountains, so thick, dude. You can't get to the creeks. There's holes up here that probably have 100 wild brook trout in them. Good luck getting to them. You're walking the mountain laurel over your head.
Oh,
Your waders will be to shreds, and you ain't gonna walk through there. You're gonna be ripped. Your body's gonna be ripped to shreds. So. It's crazy, and it's wilds. It's what we call PA wilds.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful, though. Beautiful.
But up there in them mountain areas, man, these people, they have no idea what COVID was. I mean, I'm sure they heard it on their local news and went, yeah, whatever. You know, they masked ever, the whole time. We go up there in the middle of it. And it was like, dude, what? These people have no idea. We come down home, everybody's wearing a mask, going to the grocery store. You go up there, nobody's wearing a mask anywhere. They're walking around the grocery stores and everything. It was wild, man. It's just people don't. It's, you know, Amish don't. Here in PA, Amish, what mask? They you never seen an Amish wearing a mask.
No.
And here's the funny thing. You know why they didn't wear a mask? Because they don't believe in electricity. Amish don't have electricity. They don't have TVs. They don't have electricity. They don't have gasoline engines. How the hell are they going to know about a COVID? You know, it's crazy.
Kevin says they're still in lockdown and he's looking to escape.
Sorry about that, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Don't get yourself in trouble, all right?
No, don't
do that, Kev. You know, I heard they're taking that shit pretty serious in Australia. We have another one. Who's the other one from Australia?
Alfie.
Alfie's from Australia. We have another buddy here, Alfie. He's here a lot, man. You might even see him tonight. Alfie's from Australia. He usually comes in pretty late. Yeah, dude. He's. And I have pictures.
It's not late. It's morning for them.
Yes. Sorry, dude.
It's early morning.
He comes in later morning than you.
Usually when he comes in, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. So I don't know what time it is there now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Alfie,
Check this out, dude. Check this out. When I flew in back from Germany, I kind of left. Or got there before I left. Because you're flying that fat, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's like you get there and you've only been missing for like a half an hour. On a 5-hour flight, whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's crazy. And I flew into the sunset. And you're flying, when you're above the clouds, right? Tell me everybody ever seen this. You seen the line on the earth, like below you, like where you're coming in from sun. Did anybody ever see that? Dude, I came from Germany. I seen that. Actually, like where there was a mark. Where the sun was and the dark was. It's always like a mark.
I never flew.
It was crazy. I was like, what the hell?
Never flew. Well, I did in those little, those little joyous ones to just take you on a little ride.
Yeah, right?
From this spot of the field to this spot of the field, and then you're done.
That's like the Bloomsburg Fair.
Yeah. That's pretty much my extent. That's my extent of getting on a plane.
Like my experience on a helicopter. I never did any of that in the military. I never flew on one of them freaking things,
No,
man.
I was never on a helicopter either.
Military planes, but never.
But my pap jumped out of
It was air assault.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. They drop fucking. What they do is they take the helicopter out, right, and they lower like 30 feet in the air, and then they drop 4 lines out of each side of the helicopter, and the guys get on the rope and lower themselves down. They repel like down to the ground, because if it's too thick a jungle, you can't parachute in that motherfucker. You get the parachute will be caught in the trees, and then the fucking Vietnamese would just come up and shoot you while you're hanging in the tree. So they had to repel. So they dropped them lines down through the trees. They go right above the trees, drop them lines down through the trees, and then go. We had to do it out of a 20-foot tower when I was in the service.
Kevin says he's doing his homegrown therapy, much like you.
Yeah, baby. Cheers. I did not know this. Sorry, bro. Don't take this offensive. I didn't know this, though. That Australia, I think it was Australia. I'm pretty sure it is. If you look it up, is a, what do they call it? It's weird. They have a name for it. Australia is the country. Was, look it up. They have a description. If you look at the description of Australia, it's... Here, let me think if I can come up with a name. Let me look it up. Hold on, dude. Give me a minute here. I know what they call it, dude. This is crazy.
My volume here again. It just keeps getting louder and louder.
Hold on. I'll be with me in a sec. Australia. Wake me up in Australia. Australia.
According to Wikipedia, Australia, officially the Commonwealth of Australia, is a sovereign country comprising the mainland of the Australian continent, the island of Tasmania, and numerous smaller islands.
Wow, they didn't say it. It is, I forget what they call it, but basically is a place where they sent people that were like disobeyed the law.
Oh.
Yeah, like that was where they would like, it was like a weird. It was like, that's how. Do you know that that's how the United States was settled too? That people that were made guilty in Europe and like Germany and shit. If you were sentenced like guilty in courts, you could have a choice: go to prison or go to the new land. And they come
That's
to
pretty
you.
wild.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Australia was formed the same way. It was formed that people that couldn't make it in a certain country they send them to Australia, just like the U.S. If you were instead of going to prison, you go to Australia or you go to the U.S.
You got 10 people here with you?
I was like, wow, that's crazy, man. In both of our countries, United States and Australia is the same way. That's crazy.
Penal colony, Frank says.
That's it, dude. You're right, dude. Penal colony. That's what it is. U.S. is a penal colony, too.
They were exited.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they were. That's the same way the U.S. was settled. You were exited from the European nations. You were sent to the U.S. And if you were, I think it was Britain, U.S., and...
Frank says kind of like England.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's wild, man. That us and Australia are made up of people that are kicked out of other countries.
We got Dan, our friend Dan here. He says, how the heck are you guys?
Hey, Dan!
Hey, Dan! What's up?
What's up, y'all? Man, I'm glad to see you. So many people here comment. I love it. All right, man. I'm glad we got everybody here because we're going to soon show this film because I'm going to let me talk because I make a very good point. And I don't know when I'm going to exit it because I remember I started getting, I started repeating myself when we watched this earlier.
I do remember you put your hand up or something.
I go like this or something.
That's
and go, all right, and it cross my arms, and that's when I have to end it. So we're going to watch it, but you ain't going to hear us because I don't want you to hear me. Right? I want you to hear the other me. Now,
He's up. Dan says he's up.
So the reason being is, I make my point is, I wish I should have just reposted the video, but I thought I'd bring it up here to live stream, right? Because we get like 80 some people sometimes we watch these, you know.
He's been chasing salmon. You know what we've been.
You suck,
You
man.
know what we got,
I want to
Dan?
chase salmon, man.
You know what we got?
Oh shit.
We
guys.
had 3 inches of rain.
In a matter of like.
Oh man, it was crazy. Our local
Our wall,
creek
you
here
should see the creeks.
was everywhere.
Check this out, though, man. We are less than a quarter mile away from the big river.
Yeah.
Right? And dudes, check this out. You guys, watch your rivers. Watch your big rivers to tributaries, okay? We have a tributary, White Deer. Now, where the river, our river is untroutable. I mean, I'm sure there's trout in there, but you're talking water temperatures 75, and you know, it's ridiculous. It gets hot. Our rivers here,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So the trout come up to the tributaries in the cool water. So this water just came up. The brown trout are ready to spawn, along with the big brook trout. The big brook trout and the brown trout get out in our river where it's bigly main. Dude, you have to understand.
Dan says same here.
We have 3 foot to 4 feet muskies out in that river that would eat you on a trout. So these trout that come up from the river are big. You're talking 20 plus, almost every one of them, and they come up the tributaries to spawn out of the big river. And dude, you should see them come up. So unless the water's high like it is now, they can't come up. No, they'll wait till this water comes down a little bit, and they'll start working their way up the river or the creeks, and we'll go out back and we'll see them. You see them laying in a hole here, and then they'll go up to a hole, and then they're gone. And then they'll go up to the hole. You'll see a new, and dude, monster trout. I'll show you. I should have got pictures of them. I have a picture of my daughter holding one that was caught out back, or me holding one that was caught out back. One of our first videos. I think I showed you guys. If you go back to live streams, one of the first live streams I showed you holding this monster trout. That was caught out back because they were migrating their way up, and I caught it on a white SOB, my signature fly. So.
All right. Dan says, "Get your butts up here. I have everything you need." And Chris is asking him where he's at. Lake Ontario.
Oh my God.
Question.
Dude, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Lake Ontario. Imagine the fish on Lake Ontario. Oh my gosh. As long as we don't end up as what's the Bismarck? Just saying. Ain't no Bismarck shit happening with me, man, is there? Hell yeah, Dan, I'd love to. We might just do that. See, Dan, our idea is, you gotta love my wife, Tracy. You guys all know her. 420 fly fishing girl. Man, she got her own channel. She's rocking that shit. You see her coming up with the subscribers like a son of a bitch, making her mark. She's got more view time hours, I think, than I've been getting.
I know. I've been slacking a little in the videos.
As anybody.
40 minutes from
Oshawago. Hell yeah.
There you go.
We got to go check out the Oshawago, baby. Hell yeah. I heard a lot about it. We got to come. You come and take. Yeah, we'll come up. Look, man. I know. I've been, we are about had it. I want to know when you about had it. How do you know when you about had it? Because I think me and her is about had it with not taking you guys up. There's too many of you people not to visit anymore. It's soon time that when somebody says, come to Canada, I'm going to fish, we just do it. You know what I'm saying? We got to do this, man. We got to get together with you guys and come on, man. Talk about great videos. Dude, I got GoPros, I got Canons. You should see the cameras I got now. Because, dude, everything I make money off, any of you guys, I make $200, $300 a year, $400. One year I made $600. I make all that money. All I do is buy cameras and shit. I just bought a new GoPro. Now I'm looking at the new freaking, I don't like Apple, man. That new Apple i13 Pro. Oh, man. Man. I don't know. You can literally sink it underwater like a GoPro. here's something crazy, man. So, like, let's say I'm shooting this video with it focused on me, right? I shoot the whole video that way. After the video's made with the new Apple phone, I can focus the camera after it's produced, after it's recorded, and it'll focus on Tracy. After it's recorded. Think about that. See, I can do it here. I can record, you know. So it's pretty wild. Anyway, man, I'm losing subscribers, man. You don't want to hear about the GoPro. Anyway.
They're not losing subscribers.
Or not subscribers, but viewers. I went from 10 to 7.
They go in and out. It always happens that way.
Okay, I'm going into...
They're talking to each other. Never mind. Chris is going to...
Dude,
Canada.
You guys... That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you guys do this. Because that is cool. Because all we're trying to do here is build a community.
And Dan's telling Chris wherever he's going to visit the circus.
Dude, right
Have
on,
fun
dude.
with that.
You guys, I'm glad you guys are here for each other, man. You know, we're going to build a community. So what I'm going to do is I figure this out. I was going to give... I'm going to keep the tie in here.
Yeah,
and the tie
some comments in.
Okay, go ahead. I like that fly you posted earlier. Yes! Yeah, the Rainbow Warrior definitely is killer. It's a you can even do it down to size 22. And that's the smallest beads I could find. I couldn't find any smaller beads. If you can maybe find smallest beads you can get, but you tie that down to a 22, it is deadly.
And Chris is just telling Dan he's from Potter County.
It's kind of a midge. It's kind of midge. You know what I'm saying? It's a midge. Another one I have. We're gonna keep tying. We're not gonna be doing much fishing.
It works.
We got a lot of fishing videos that recorded that I have to post, right? But so
lots and lots. I got videos.
But we're done.
To edit too, and
probably to winter. We're done because we're going to be archery hunting in 2 weeks. So our days will be working. I'll be working all the way to Friday. Fishing or hunting on Saturdays and Sundays. I won't be doing anything but sleeping. Maybe once in a while we get out fishing, But now that time is the time when you want to watch tying videos because I'm going to be tying to getting ready for the following year. So I got mine. When winter comes and it gets too cold to fish, my mind goes a million miles a minute on tying because I got to get ready. I got to be prepared so that whatever happens that next year. Plus, I'm constantly updating my game on new flies.
It's not for you.
Oh, okay.
Chris said he'll be archery hunting and salmon fishing.
Yeah, but then I don't have no days to relax and watch movies, and I have to have that one day a week. You know, I work all the way to Friday, then I'll be up at 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever to go archery hunting, and then Sunday is my only day off. I was happy because we were having Friday, Saturday, Sundays off, and I was like, great. Hunt Friday, Saturday, you know, or sleep in Friday, you know, and...
Dan says we have early rifle season here. Doe only, it will be from the 9th till the 19th. I got 2.
You got 2? I took 2 weeks off for rifle. I don't know. She don't know. She's just starting a new job. Right, so she don't know if she's going to be able to take off where she gets her job at, and so I might not take off. I might, you know, I'd rather end it in archery and not be cold, but we still might have a week together, and then we're going to go. I was thinking about going to Florida for what do they call it, peacock. Thinking about going to Florida for peacock.
Chris says he works 12 days every 2 weeks and has 2 days off every other week.
Wow.
That
is a work schedule.
Busy.
See, bro, I'll tell you what, man. I did that. I worked 7 days a week when I was younger, when I was laying block. I'd work 5 days with my boss, and then the last 2 days would be mine, where I'd work on my side. I made in 2 days $4,000 in 2 days. You know, my old job.
Yeah, Dan, opening day here is the first 2 also of archery. Dan said opening day's the first there for him.
So they extended archery. They made it earlier.
So archery for a while. Wait a minute. Salmon fishing is short, but going to make it. Chris says paramedic life is so busy.
Dude, you know you get. We're trying to work on it. We're thinking 20%. Or you may be a vet and you get 50, but 20% off. Guide services.
I know a lot about that world. I spend a lot of time in the hospitals.
Paramedics, first responders, cops, all get 20% off our guide service. Vets get 50. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 20. I might even do more. I might do 30% off for first responders, paramedics. It's just that, man, they've been treated bad and they've been busy as hell. We have crazy shit going on, and I just think if you're in a city and you're a paramedic, you need a getaway. You need to come out and hang out with me and have a nice, relaxing day on the water, catching brown trout. Yeah. And that, I want to give you a break for that. And so I think I'm 30. I'm thinking 30. You know, email me, man, and talk. Let's talk, bro. We'll talk. That's the way I'm gonna do my business. I think is, man, you're a paramedic. What do you do, man? Let's talk. I'll give you, let's talk.
Dan says season here goes from October 1st to January 1st. Bow and rifle.
Oh, so there's not a separate? Is he on Australia? No, it wasn't Dan, was it? Or was it Dan?
No.
Okay.
No, Dan's in Osceola.
I think Australia is Axis.
You said it, Osceola.
Around the Oswego.
There you go.
Yes. Okay. That's in New York. He's the one up by the lakes.
Yes, that's where Dan's at.
And that's weird, man, because I don't get all that. I don't know where that border New York, Canada thing goes on up there in the lakes. So how's that work, man? If you're going through the water, is it like if you go through the water and you come into Canada, and you go into Canada and go and dock into Canada side and you come back to the U.S. side on the lakes, do they stop you when you get to the U.S. on the U.S. bank and then say, hey, man, you need...
That's some crazy shit, Chris.
What?
He's not in the city. He's in Royal PA in Potter County. He covers 15 square miles by himself. 1,500 square miles.
Of what? What? Doing what?
Paramedic. He's a paramedic.
Oh, shit, dude.
That is crazy.
Wow, dude. Wow. 15. Dude, that's a long fucking way, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, because, dude, you're going this way, then you're going this way, deep. Because, yeah, dude, wow. Bro, you need to definitely come hang out with me, dude. You need to come spend
gun
time.
Opens November 16th till December 23rd, then muzzleloader and crossbow till the 1st.
Well, bow. I know. Yeah. Bow, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm just... Yeah.
What you got? I'll trade you. Oh, you don't have one going separate than me.
No, I have this. Get something else.
Okay, I got this. Me? Kevin. Where am I located? I'm in Central PA. Southern Central PA. State College, Bucknell, Penns Creek.
White Deer's right out back.
White Deer's right in my backyard. This is going to be the office. Not going to be listed as an office. Like, I ain't going to put a big sign out front because I can't run subcontract.
You want to hear a fun fact about White Deer? White Deer is like 62 miles long, and I forget how many counties it covers, but it's crazy how many counties White Deer covers. Craziness. You can just drive and drive and drive, and you go from county to county, and it's still White Deer Creek.
Here in PA, you can go in our mountains. You can go up here and you can, I'll have to show you guys on the video, right? And I can mark it, and I'll show you the map that you can go from, I think it's New York, up where you are at, all the way down, all the way to, what is it, Virginia or something? I forget. On the Appalachian Mountain Trail.
Yeah.
And it comes right through White Deer Fly Stretch. And I'll show you one of these days. I'll take you up the fly stretch and go, right here it is. And right here's where the trail comes through. And it comes right across our fly stretch in White Deer. We went into a campers. They were camping back there. They have no permit because they're doing the mid-state.
Yeah.
Or the Appalachian. So it's pretty cool.
For sure.
So that's where we're located. So, I think it's time.
Right on.
We are, how long have we been in this thing?
59 minutes.
Wow. Whew. Man, it seems like 2 hours already. But anyway, alright, so what we're going to do, where the hell is it?
I don't know. Didn't you upload it?
Oh, you serious? Hold on, guys. I'm going to look for it here. This video is brought...
I don't know, guys. Hang on here. He's got to put it in.
Hey.
If you see,
So, man, this is alright, man. We'll get here, man.
if you see some funny stuff on the screen, it's alright. He just lost where he put the video. Just bear with us for a minute. Or 2 or 3. Yeah, so we... Dan's gonna tie some flies from the pattern you posted earlier. He said it's a nice fly. He's gonna try that next week for salmon. He's going out in the AM.
What? Can you help me? I can't see the screen.
Yes, we are looking for it. Up there. Second one in.
That one.
No. This one, ain't it? Dang it. No, that's no. That's not it.
Hold on, bear with us, guys. For some reason I messed up here.
I don't know what you named it.
Everyone must watch.
Okay, I didn't see that one yet. Oh, here. Just do this.
Just bear with me. She's gonna make this more complicated than it has to be. That's my wife for you. For one thing, you're not leaving any spaces. Now, see, you can't do that.
You didn't save it that way, then?
That's all right, guys. Hold on.
I don't know.
Why don't you talk to the camera and I'll look?
All right. Yeah, they got a black screen.
What?
They do.
Why?
Because your source that you're doing is up.
Oh.
Sorry about that, guys. Bear with us. He's getting things set up here. Just give us a moment here. Alright. We're checking it out here. We're looking for their video.
Sure, what's this say?
That says fly fishing in your backyard.
Select.
Keystone Select. Pike After Dark.
Huh.
Wow, I don't know where it went.
Alright. Now you can see us. Sorry about that. confused. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I'm really confused. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I bet it's that one.
Oh, I seen that one. I thought that was just your intro.
I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna go back to all. I don't know. We're not gonna be able to show it to you. Alright. So basically, I'm gonna have to just talk to you about it because I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. Whoa. Whoa.
I don't think they're seeing that. Yeah, they are. Now he kind of goofed everything all up, Kevin. He's got some laughy faces on there. He thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, man. Alright. So that's it. I'm just going to tell you, and you're going to have to trust me. Alright. If you want to, like, take this to, like, okay, I don't believe you, you're going to have to go back. And what you want to do is eventually go back and look at the video called You Must Watch This Video. Because I didn't download it, or I don't know where the hell it is, man. I just looked at it earlier. I could have swore it was on here. I mean, I looked everywhere, and I know it was on here, you know. So, I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, so what happened is, it's all about proportions. Let me bear in here and get comfortable. We got to talk about this. Alright. So what happened is,
I gotta go get a drink.
You go get a drink. She needs a drink to go with this one.
Yeah, I do.
You gotta hear the story. And I did have proof, and I was gonna show you the video. So you're gonna have to bear with me. If you want the proof, you're gonna have to go back in videos. You're gonna have to go back a ways, probably a good 30, 40 videos ago.
Back to 2018.
20, yeah. And watch a video, and it says, you must watch this. Okay. So, we are out fly fishing on Penns Creek. And the Slade Drake hits. And what they're hitting is they're hitting the emergers of the Slade Drake. So, I have a green drake that I had where I took the, I have them and I still have them. And now that I know how to fish them, I might fish them more. I might just go back to teaching them, and I'm going to show you how to fucking fish them. At the time, I had no idea how to fish them. So what I would do is I had body color deer hair. So I'll do it. I'll show you guys, all right? I'll just do a video. You guys can watch it. You guys, it's great. I've won awards for the flies. So what you do is you take deer tail and you suspend it and you wrap up, and so the tail looks like a drake, a big drake, green drake, where the tail actually suspends off the water, and it's all deer hair, and I got deer hair dyed that matches the belly of most all your suspended tails, and do a white fly. So I had these in my pocket, big suspended tail. They're eating the emergers that doesn't have the tail or anything yet. They're just kind of like, they just kind of look like the one wing floating. You know that? You ever see that? You see the big dry flies coming down with one wing up in the air and they're merging, and then they kind of do a little wrestling thing, and then two come up and they float like that? I had nothing like that. But that's, I can sit there and clearly see them on the edge of this water, and they're hitting these emergers. So I take this big drake out. I'm like, well, maybe they'll take it. If it lands on its side, they'll think it's emerging or whatever. Or if I twitch it right as it's coming across the top of the water, they'll take it, what have you. And I throw that out there, and I twitch it. I do whatever I can, and they will not hit that thing. It's just, it doesn't look like what they're hitting. They're hitting the emerger. They're taking this crazy thing. So what I did is I took one of them big green drake deer tail suspensions and cut all the deer hair off. So now you have, I have a picture, I had a picture of it too. Basically what it was is a big foam wing and deer hat and hackle around that big foam wing, and then a bunch of straggly wraps of tying thread from where I cut that big tail off. That was it. A wing and hackle and a hook. And bear hook for most parts. I wish I could show you the picture, but like I said, I forgot to download it. So if you go watch a video, you can see this. And when you see it, you're going to be like, hey, no way. But, dude, trust me, it happened. So I took that off and I put that on, and I caught a crap load of fish. I caught the fish that me and Tracy, and I never got another chance at it, and it's still there. I can hear it. You could tell that is a monster because it goes kablunk, kablunk, and it's a really thick, deep rise. Like, you could ask Tracy, you could tell that it turns your head because you instantly know that thing is huge.
Oh yeah,
huge monster.
Definitely.
And I told her, I said, that thing's been around for years. It's monster. It's not. One of these days we're gonna come. It's never gonna be there. It's just gonna die of natural causes because it's been around for as long as I can remember, and it always raises down on the lower end of this pool in White Deer or in Penn's Creek. And you know it's warmer water. It's just big brown, or it might even be a catfish, or it could be who knows what it is. But it's just clunk, clunk.
Oh yeah.
And this thing comes out rising, and I have this freaking fly that's literally, like I said, not now, but go look later at the video called "You Must Watch," because that's what I was going to show you. And all it was is wings and hackle, and this freaking fish came up and boom, and I set the hook, and that was it. It turned away from me, and sheer mass I could feel on the end of the rod. I could feel the heavy mass just turn and go away, and that was it. Snap. It snapped that 8-point-some pound test like it was nothing, like it was tying thread, because you could hear it just go. You see my fly just went boom, boom, and took off. Like it just gone when I tightened the line up, and that was it. It was that quick. It was snap. It was done. I got to fight it for a whole 5 seconds till it snapped the line. I didn't snap the line on the hook set, but it snapped the line quick after the hook set. So I took another suspended tail, cut everything off but the wings and hackle, and caught another bunch of fish. And like you say, I always do. My GoPros and me, I love them. They're beautiful. They record great shit. But getting them right, I'll turn it on when I don't want to, and turn it off when I want to turn it on. And
oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, she does the same thing. She gets her hand in the way. You can't see any of the fish or her reeling in the fish. It's just her hands the whole time. And you know, come on, and it happens. And we've caught more fish, monster fish. I bet 70% of the fish that we catch, monster fish, we never get on camera. Either we forget the camera's off when it should be on, the battery went dead, the SIMS card's full because we forgot to remove the footage from the last time we were on the water. You know what footage we never lose is the footage where we don't catch anything. That footage we never lose. It never gets recorded over. We always have it. But then the next day we go out and catch monster browns. Don't have the camera. That's just the way it goes.
Shit happens. Shit happens.
That's why I'm going out to the store one of these days and getting this $300 charger from I can't think of them. Snap-on. I'm gonna charge your freaking laptop for a whole week without ever getting recharged. I run a laptop straight for a week, they say, without getting recharged. I need that so that, because I never want to lose you guys' footage. I don't lose footage. I just don't want to have a dead camera. I can't record it.
Right. Got the kids here joining us.
Hooktail Dippers. I don't know where she's at.
She was here earlier.
So that's...
Oh, she's back here sleeping.
I wish I would have recorded the video, and I can't do it without sending you guys in the black zone again.
See her hooktail?
And I can't find it on the freaking computer screen.
She's gonna bite me.
So... I don't know what to do. But that was it. So what happened is... So you had this dude, you guys, I don't know, some of you guys might have seen his comments before I get rid of them. I'll make comments to go on an argument for a little bit, and then I'll delete them. Just to get all that good traction on the channel, because any that comment's a good comment to YouTube. So, but it always comes down to the same thing. Your dimensions are wrong. Man, dude, a wing and a hackle. That's all I have to say. It's a wing and a hackle. And I have proof. I got the fish to go. Like, I really wanted to have it, but I had the proof, dude. I have the proof. It's on my channel. You can go look it up. It's there, dude. And it's hackle and it's foam wings. You know the foam wings? Big old bulky foam wings that have the different patterns on them to make it look like different mayfly wings. That's what I had. And that's what I caught all the fish on that day. So how can you say that my tail too long is gonna, dude? Shut up. You know, if you're gonna be like, oh, it's all about dimensions, dude. You're tying flies to catch fishermen, not fish. I thought the whole goal was to catch fish. So if you can catch fish on a bare hook, you catch a fish, right? If you're worrying about anything else other than catching fish, you're worrying about your image, not catching fish. You're worried about how you look to other fishermen. That's the whole idea of the channel, is tie flies to catch fish, not fishermen. Is the whole reason that we came up with that. Because we don't want to be just somebody that stands on the bank, you know, oh, look at your beautiful flies. Look at one time, I don't forget where I was fishing, I was talking about these guys, and they're looking at each other. They meet there every year, and they meet each other, and they're sitting there talking, and these are guys that are not unpopular. Very popular. You probably know who they were if I mention their names. And they were sitting there talking about their flies. They were talking about flies, and they never went to the water. They get back to their car, went home.
Yeah.
No, hey, meet there to sit talk about flies, I guess. This is along a main creek. No, you're going out to this water to fish, man. That's what you're doing. You're going out to catch trout.
You will also see guys come out and they'll bust out their chair and they will sit their chair along the creek. And if those dry flies never come up, they will not fish. They'll get in their car and they'll leave.
Yeah, they won't fish nymphs or nothing but dries. They're dedicated dry fly fishermen. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom and get a drink. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom and get a drink. Tracy will conversate with you guys. Talk to her. I know, it's hard to tell her how cute she is. She's very cute. Whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of silly, but that's how it works. She will have them guys that'll come along and they'll just sit there and all they want to do is fish dry flies, and they'll just sit there and wait. And then you got the ones that'll come along and they say, I've chased people off the water too. But they'll tell you nothing's biting, and I can go and just put one thing on and fish and prove them wrong. Some people are pretty silly.
Oh, that story.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah, people are pretty silly. A lot of things can catch fish, and they don't have to be perfect. A lot of things work. Yeah, I thought we were going to get to go fishing this weekend, but with all that rain we got, all the waterways are going to be blown out for a while. I guess that's all those hurricanes we got going on. I don't know what hurricane's going on now. But it sure caused a lot of chaos in the weather. Do you have a lot of water in Australia? Or is it a little bit more drier there? I know we have a guy that usually joins us from California, and the last we talked to him, he said it was pretty dry out there. I don't know where he is tonight, so I don't know if they got any water or were blessed with any of the water we got.
Cali?
Yeah.
I don't think, because most of the water we're getting right now is from the hurricanes.
Yeah, that's what I was telling them.
It's like dulled out hurricane rain is what we get.
I said we were getting hurricanes.
They'll come up, they'll hit the fucking Gulf Coast, but when they get to us, it's pretty much petered out. We still end up getting 2 or 3 inches of rain.
Yeah, we just get the rain, but
right along the coast that we are, so it's not like the hurricane winds that you guys get, in the Gulf or Louisiana gets or anything, but
yeah, definitely not. That's what we were talking about while we were gone.
Yeah, it was a while ago. We ran into this guy. Really advocate fly fisherman. We know who he is, and ran into him a couple times, and very strange. We haven't ran into him since. We broke this story, but we're in the parking lot. He's a wet fly swinger, which I'm starting to learn. I'm starting to learn that I have the perfect rod for it. I do know that. Because it's basically your rod, but it's not sizing down so small.
Kevin's got to go and have lunch with both his girlfriends.
Good luck with that shit. Both your girlfriends at one time? Or are you going to have one and half an hour later another one, and hopefully you don't get busted. So good luck with that, Kevin. You have a good one, bro.
Maybe one's his daughter.
Maybe.
Have fun, Kevin. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time.
Right on,
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for being with us. Remember, Kevin, the worst fly you tie is always the best one in your box.
If you're interested in my channel, it's linked down below. Hit the show more button, and it'll be down there.
And don't forget, you can get a hold of us anytime on that Gmail account. Have a good one, Kev. Drop us an email and become part of the email list. Think about doing lost episodes on there, too, for the email list.
Oh, that would be fun.
You see, I could put as many videos as I want on my YouTube channel, and they don't have to be public. I can put them unlisted. And then if I send you the link, you get to see it. If I don't send you the link, you don't. I'm thinking about putting out that. Another thing is, I'm thinking about putting on our website, our guide service website, which will be soon up here too. And we go in that every month. I'm going to do a new tip of the month on our website, so that you'll be able to go there and check that out. And that'll be a video, amazing tip you're going to want to see every month. So, with all that coming on soon.
Definitely.
Right on. Think about cutting this out? What do you think? About an hour and a half's good?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Should we cut out an hour and a half? Or should I go for 2 hours, 3 hours? What's up?
You let us know. Do you guys want to still hang out?
You guys have any things you want me to cover?
Dan, Chris, you guys still here and want to hang out?
Yep, you gotta let me know.
I know Kevin left to have lunch with his girls.
I know. See, when I see the numbers drop off, I know that people are starting to lose interest in what the topic was, so I don't like to keep going on and on and on and on, Me and Tracy go back to listening to some, what the hell? Oh, by the way, it was, this week was, we're going to announce this for you guys, screw it. Why not? We have regular topics. We have fly fishing. We covered our topic. It was Joan Jett's birthday this week. She is a 65-year-old woman. Man, I was so infatuated with her when I was a kid. It broke my heart when I found out she was a lesbian. And then I never dated another brunette. I think they ruined me with brunettes. All my girlfriends, even my hot wife now, Tracy, is a blonde. I never dated another brunette, man.
Chris says, hell yeah.
Oh, what? Go on forever?
Yeah, he's ready to go.
We can, dude. We can do something. Here's the thing, man.
Damn, they put a stem in our big old...
Hey, keep going. You gotta give me something to talk about. If you give me the right topic, I can talk for hours.
They put in our shit.
What was that?
A stick they put in our shit.
Inside of our shit. Ah. Hey, I'm telling you what. We're going to give you guys, because I know, some of you guys, I know, it's like the Beatles concert, they pee in their pants. We'll be right back. We're going to take a 5-minute.
You're not going anywhere.
Well, in a second we are.
No, you're... For what?
Uh,
for what?
Okay, never mind. Never mind. We are good. We aren't going to take a 5-minute. We will, though, in a little bit. We'll be taking a 5 minutes. So, you guys, let me know when you guys are ready to go get a drink.
You just got a drink. They can go get a drink anytime.
Yeah, I guess you can. But you might know. You might miss something, So, that's, and I've had flies that... I had one time, and I don't know why I caught fish that didn't nosedive. My wings were too long. That's your proportion. If you want to know why the key of proportion is, you guys catch fish or look at bugs on the water and you're like, whoa, the tail's a mile long, the wing's a mile high. Has nothing the same dimensions. More or less, people dimension them flies to be balanced. So that when they land on the water, they land right. If you make your wing too and your hackle too forward heavy, your fly's gonna land as a nosedive with the tail sticking straight up. Excuse me. Holy shit. That was like a train wreck of a speech if I ever heard one. Was that like blah 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 black sheep or was that English? Holy shit. Alrighty, man. Okay.
Have it and give it back.
Oh, I didn't shut it off, did I? I pushed the button.
You better not shut my shit off.
Did I shut it off?
I don't think so. Yeah.
I did, because I hit the button.
No, I don't think so.
So, man, anyway. Shit, I don't remember my point now. Did all that and I don't remember the point to begin with. So, yeah, man, I've had a fucking fly one time. The wings were too long and it did a nosedive. The motherfucking fish would not stop eating that fly. The type of regular freaking fly was a mosquito. And I don't know why they would hit it when it was nosedived. And finally, a big old trout came out of nowhere, hit it, took my fly away. I think that was a failed knot. I have them once in a while. Last one I lost. Last fly I lost, I remember getting a pigtail. I didn't tie it right. Every once in a while I get a pigtail. I usually check them really good, but you can't freaking... Especially when you're tying on 6X, 7X.
I get them once in a while, too. Sometimes they don't tie my knots right.
Everybody does a pigtail. This is how you have to smoke medication in PA.
Dry herb vaporizer. Yay!
There's some information for fly fishermen.
A dirty dab
This is a dab rig. This is an insert. If you don't watch our channel, you wouldn't know this. You take this, you fill it up with some shit. Cannabis, your medical cannabis. It comes in this container, which has my name on it. It's a subscription. Okay, you put a little bit of that in this. You put this, heat this up right here with... Fuck, I don't even know where that's at.
There's one here with my name on, too.
There's one with her name on it. Torch. You heat the bottom of this up till it's red hot. Drop this down in there.
Yeah, it needs a bath. Big time.
And that's called an insert. Okay. This. Good. Take this out. Put a regular bowl on it. Put regular medication. Flower medication. Like this. Hold on. I'm going to show you. Here's our flower. See, here we have the whole subscription thing and its own container. It comes in its pretty fancy container with the prescription label on it. And there you have it, dude. See this? This stuff you guys had in the 80s.
Bubblegum XL.
Bubblegum XL. See it? Right there it is. Alright?
From the bank.
Okay. Okay. Grind it up. Put it in here, yes. Put it in here, no.
Great! I don't know. That's what you got.
Can I explain that? Not a bit.
That's broke.
Can I explain it?
Take
So look, man, I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal, right? We can stay here. We can keep going. I'll go on for 2 hours. But are we gonna talk fishing? I don't know. We're gonna talk about cannabis. We can do that. I don't know. What do you think? You want to sit around and talk about medication or anything else, or medication and fly fishing, or you have a question about tying, or I mean, I'd love to go on all night long if I had response. Like you guys go, hey man, I got this problem, I need it fixed. We need more of that, right? I mean, yeah, I can talk very good. I'm a very good talker. I talk. Like a good guide. Talk. Tell you about what's going on. Tell you about what to look at, how to read water, how to figure for water temperatures, how to know where they're at in water. I can almost tell you where the water are in the water column on temperature. I can teach you a lot, but I like to talk. But after a while, I've run out of things to talk about. Even in my own head, maybe if I didn't smoke and then have medication. I mean, it does make your head a little cloudy. I do love it, man. But I do have to admit, man, it does make you a little slow mentally. I wouldn't recommend you get all baked to go out and drive a fucking ton tank around. Just kill somebody, man. It's slow. Your response is slow. But, dude, I think of one of the things I forget what I'm going to talk about. I don't have anything written down. But my main topic was to cover was stop letting people tell you that if you have your tail too long, they're going to have you throwing away every fly that they don't approve of. Wrong answer. What's going to happen is my instructor told me when I was 14, I started tying. He says, take all them flies that you don't like, put them in a box. Remember, that box is one you can catch fish. And I thought he was full of shit. So I'd spend all time tying these perfect nymphs that look just like his, And back then I didn't have a lot of money, so I was taking mom's sewing yarn to make the perfect brown dubbing, instead of going out and buying packs of dubbing. You know what I'm saying? So I just did what I had. I made up my flies with what I had at me, If I had to go out and kill a neighbor's chicken to make a white feather to tie, no, I'm only kidding. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, right? I did what I had, most of my deer made a deer I killed.
Dan says, what's the water temperature above the water line?
Yeah, it's not been bad. It really hasn't been. Our water temperature's back down right before it got cold. We went out to, we didn't catch crap, dude. No.
Yeah, we did.
No. We got it coming. I got it recorded on the GoPro. We caught a fish every freaking cast. We did. If we were chub fishing, we would have been millionaires. Because, dude, we caught 100 plus each that day.
Yeah.
But, dude, when you cast and the water, your fly hits the water and it gets 2 inches from the top of the surface, it don't even get to the trout, dude. They were like coming out of the water hitting your flies, dude.
Everywhere.
They were like.
And there was a couple spikies.
Yes, we got a couple little teeny small mouth.
Just the little ones.
Dude, your fly would hit the water and, dude, you could almost. They were hitting beadhead nymphs on the surface because they didn't get a chance to sink.
They were eating my strike indicator.
Yeah, they were tipping her strike indicator. The strike indicator's flown down, the fucking chubs were hitting it. It's bouncing around all over the place. She goes, I don't know how they're going to find a strike.
Yeah. That's the way she goes sometimes.
It's nuts. Like I said, you'll be a winner before you'll be hitting the trout. Unless you go to a really cold water or someplace it's hard because even the freshwater, they don't go. They don't care. What's that say?
Line. There is no water temperature above the water line.
There's no water temperature above the water line. I don't know. Okay.
It's air temp.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
And yeah, I was laughing faces.
But you do know the temperature, surface, and below the surface, 2 feet is 2 different temperatures. A foot below the surface is 2 different temperatures. You can't take one of them things that checks surface temperature and shoot the top of the water and expect that's the water temperature. It don't work that way, Jack. As soon as you start going down below the water, as soon as you get 6 inches below the top of the water, it changes temperature.
Hello, Long Daughters. Hey, Joe. What's happening,
Joe?
buddy?
What's up?
Cheers from California. How's it going? How goes it? Oh, I gotta fire this.
How's Cali? You guys done with them freaking crazy fires and the dryness and yeah. Joe's my Instagram boy, man. I love Joe for that.
Dan is asking you, what's the water temperature above the water line?
You just said that's air temperature. What the fuck you trying to do, dude? I don't understand. What's your point? I don't understand. Alright, anyway.
Oh, shit. More fires and no water.
Oh, Joe.
I wish we could send you some
Dude,
ours.
we just watched a guy out there.
3 inches of it.
Yeah, I wish we could.
He was messing with you and you fell for it. Hit that.
That's great, dude. I love you, bro. Dan, I love you. Dude, I just hit the fucking button again. I think it vibrated.
It better not have vibrated.
Man. Anyway, I love it, Joe. I love it, dude. I love it, Dan. I love it. I do it all the time. I was just talking to, I was just messing with, what is his name? You guys, what is the Orvis Tire's name? I'm not a big fan of names. I know that some people are like...
Tom?
No, Tom Rosenbauer is the podcaster. Who's their tire? Tom Flagger or something, ain't it? Or something like that.
There you go.
I was just messing with him the other day. I was just playing on his videos, dude. He says he's gonna what did he say? I'm gonna challenge you to a sword fight. I was messing with them. I'm like, dude, you talk too much in your videos. You're happy to hear your voice, aren't you? You just ramble, don't you? Just go on and on and on. And he's like, hey Dawn, I want to challenge you to a sword fight. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm game.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude, I just do it to mess with people. Thanks, dude, I love it. Thanks for keeping me on my toes and messing with me. You sound like a fun guy I would get along with, because I love messing with people. Ask her.
What are you toking on, Joe? We're toking on some bubblegum XL from the bank.
And I can't help to mention it, you guys. You see that little thing that Joe's green? See that little thing by it? That's because Joe hit the join button, and you can too. Hit the join button and help keep these videos going, man. Hey, Joe, what do you think about the rainbow? Dude, you guys got to tell me, man. There's 7 of you guys here. What do you think about the booze and books? Dude, what happened? Okay.
I know they said they'd like to fly.
What happened is, and I'm not shitting you, man. I'm going to tell you. We went from 10-hour days to 7-hour or to 8-hour days. We work at 4 10-hour days. The reason they were doing it is that save the power thing. So one day of the week we were running the saws. We have these huge saws that suck up a lot of power, man. We just put in a new transformer in to use less power, right? So that they have these big saws that use all this power, and by shutting down one day a week, they were saving power that day. So they wouldn't have to have. We had ruling law. Just like you did in California, bro. We are a Democratic state here in PA, kind of like California is, New York, and all the other ones, is we had rolling blackouts, okay? So what would happen is they would come over the loudspeaker, say, we're shutting down the plant today. I just vibrate. Ow!
It's hot.
Ow, guys! I burned my patties. Can't mess up my fingers, man. That's what I used to tie. Anyway, so instead of rolling blackouts, right, we ain't gonna work Fridays. So they went back from that to 8 hours. So now we work regular 5 days, 8 hours instead of 4 days, and we switched, right? And that, man, messed me up.
That's my favorite flavor, Joe.
That messed me up bad.
Joe's has some infused sour blue raspberry fruit chews and a cold Coors Light.
And check this out, you guys. Yesterday I uploaded my video, right? Because it's supposed to be, here's my ideas. I started in the middle of that story and I forgot to tell you. So anyway, when we switched to 10-hour to back to 8-hour days, one morning I got up at like the time I was supposed to, but it was 2 hours too early. And I couldn't go back to sleep, and I'm sitting there going, man, you know what? I should come up and see, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it like a show, right? Every Thursday. You'll be able to check it out. I'm going to do it for a certain time. And I haven't figured out the time yet, but I'm going to do it for a certain time. So every Thursday at like 5 o'clock, you'll be able to see Booze and Bugs. And what I was doing is I lay in there and I'm thinking, man, what could I call a show? I kind of want to keep my channel around the drinking theme, you know. It's because it's always been my thing. I always like to get a couple beers or a couple drinks. Now I drink this. I don't drink these Twisted Teas. I don't drink beer anymore. I took a long, like, 2 years away from beer because I was on probation for my second DUI. I took a serious break from beer because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't an alcoholic and I wasn't going to spend my rest of my life being in jail for DUIs. And I took a serious break from it, and I could never go back to beer. And I started drinking tea, and I drink Tanqueray and hard alcohol. So,
right on, Frank. Good night. He says, see us on 420. Good night.
Yep, see you, bro.
See you later. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us, Frank.
So, I was like, dude, what do I want to say? And all of a sudden, just out of the nowhere came Booze and Bugs. And I love that name. Dude, I am never going to quit Booze and Bugs. It's going to go on forever. So that's our tying. That's going to be a tying show. It's going to be Booze and Bugs, season 1, and it's each season. There's going to be season 2, season 3, just like a TV show. Every Thursday, I'm going to have a time. I haven't made up the time. I think it's 4:20 every Friday or every Thursday.
As long as YouTube cooperates.
Yes. So what happened was I downloaded it yesterday, and I just would say processing, and I'm like, usually if I say okay, publish, it'll go an hour, and then it'll publish it. Why, you know? And I was getting really tired, so I was like, fuck it, we're gonna publish it, and I published it. And when I woke up this morning, which is Friday, excuse me. In case you're watching this replay, I woke up this morning and it still said publishing. So when I got home from work today, I had to redo it. I had to literally delete the video.
Processing or something.
So what it was, it's supposed to be Thursday. Alright, that was what it used to be. Thursday. I always remember we used to always celebrate it. Thursday, and Thursday's wing night. So Thursday, Beers and Bugs. But yesterday, when I was supposed to publish it on Thursday, and YouTube fucked me, so I had to do it on Friday. So it will be every Thursday. I think I'm going to do it every Thursday at 4:20. I'm going to try. If not, it's going to be every Thursday. Okay? If not at 4:20, it's going to be every Thursday. Every Thursday, you're going to be able to see a new tying video on Beers and Bugs. And I like that name, Beers and Bugs. I'm going to make a t-shirt. I got to make a t-shirt, Beers and Bugs. That's just a cool name for just to wear around a fly fishing shirt, Beers and Bugs. Who else would have that that slogan on anything that they would do.
Yeah, true.
Beers and bugs. People are like, ugh, what are you, a scientist, beer, bug entomologist? Is that what you are? You drink beer and study entomology?
They'd be clueless.
What do you tell? Would you buy a beer and bugs shirt? Are you ready are you gonna be there every Thursday for beers and bugs?
What do you think?
There's still 5 of you. Come on, man. You just can't want me to just keep rambling on week after week. Rambling without you guys just telling me what to talk about. You can't do it. You're going to have to make comments and tell me what to talk about. You know what I mean?
Have a drink. Cheers.
Let's have a drink on me. See you on...
you haven't missed nothing. We already talked about that.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
What, that I'm on your live streams?
No, Frank was saying see us next week on my live stream. He went to bed.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's say if you've seen this on the replay and you don't know already, first link below this video, you'll see her video. It says Tracy's channel. This Friday we're here. Next Friday we're over there. Over there we're talking about different content. Over there it's a whole different. But go check her out. But
hey, quick announcement. Make sure you pay attention. It may be a little earlier next Friday.
Yeah.
Because we do have hunting on the weekend.
Yes. We'll be hunting Saturdays.
Pay attention.
So we won't be up late. So
pay attention
it'll probably
to
be
the
early.
Announcements.
Yeah.
It might only be a quick little hour or whatever.
Same way us during the hunt season, you won't see this drinking as much. We'll probably go to coffee or tea, or I don't know. We might.
And it'll just be smoky on my channel.
Yeah, or we might, but it won't be heavy drinking and because we'll be more tying because it's winter, and we're starting to schedule around the tying. Like we're gonna be talking a lot of.
Oh yeah.
So what I want to do is I'm gonna have the fishing tips on the website and the tying tips on this site. So this will become more of a tying channel, and then the fishing videos will be on her channel. The proof videos, all the ones you watch to see the flies being fished and caught and catching fish, the proof videos that our flies work will be on hers.
Joe wants to know if you can show your fly box setup for each session.
Sure. I can, but I don't know if you want to see it. What do you think? What do you say? What would you have to say to Joe?
He's not very organized. He'll say to me,
I have done the last...
Where did I put that peacock feather? I thought it was in this container. Oh, no, it's in that one over there.
Joe, literally, like, this is a toothpick container, right? But literally, this is what I've been fishing out of for the last 6 weeks. I got all the flies we've been tying in class in a little container like this in my jacket, and this is what I've been fishing out of. And literally, there's no box. I take about double in my hand, and I pick the Rainbow Warrior out, and I pick the caddises out, and I fucking tie my dry droppers out of one of these. Like, literally no fly box. I just have all the flies we've been tying in class for like the last forever in a little container like this. That's what I'm fishing out of.
And he keeps them all to himself. And he don't put them in this fly box because he has one.
So, dude, do you really want to see my fly box?
If you want to see anybody's box, you probably want to look at mine and see how empty it is and ask him why he didn't put some new stuff in it.
Oh shit, dude.
Joe says he has too many flies.
Yeah, I mean, really, man. It's like, whew. And you know what's funny, dude? It's different. That little container of flies will change, dude. Next year it'll be stone flies and little midges, right? And then it'll go to blue-winged olives and maggot clusters, and then it'll go to browns, and it'll go softer, and that box will change. But guess what? They don't get after. That's it. You know what happened? We'll lose them all. Like there ain't no dries to carry on to the following year. We're literally tight enough to get us through that year. We'll lose them all, and then the flies will change. You know what I mean? So that's it. So we kind of all you have to do, literally, as a guide, is keep a pill bottle around, right? And the only thing it would be full is of the flies that are on the water at that time. They wouldn't be the flies that are on the water in May when I'm fishing in March or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They would just be that one pill bottle of the flies that happen to be on the water at that time and nothing else, man. Maybe a couple stone flies because they're always on the water. Midges are always on the water. You know, that's it. But that would be it. There'd be a rainbow warrior, a top secret midge.
Listen, Joe. He don't lose them as quick as he does as the box. You know,
oh my gosh, Joe! I
don't
lost the box.
I don't know how many fly boxes.
Dude, how long ago was it I lost that dry fly box? Literally, this dry fly box, Joe. I'm talking the shit was like, dude, like that. Dude, it had hundreds of dries.
Dude, I don't know how many fly boxes I see
it
floating along the
really
creek.
would not fit in a pouch. I had to put it in like a back pouch because it was so big.
They float down along the creek because somebody forgets to zip their zipper shut. And they're way out there, and I'm not floating out in that hole to get them.
One day.
Piss on you, buddy. Piss on you, buddy.
The day when I had to go down the creek one time and get my box. That don't happen very often. She's full of crap. It don't happen at all. But one time she did say, "Look, there goes your box." I had to go down. I had to go down the creek and get.
You didn't get it. It was gone. It was gone. It was out of here. Seasonal fly setup still messes with me.
Since seasonal, yeah. You just. I'll do it, dude. That's all gonna be. The tips are gonna all be on. I just. There's a reason. If you know, man, we're here, brothers, sisters. You know. The idea is to keep the traction going to the website because it works with Google to get the business out. It'll get my business out more, and plus it'll give you guys a place to go check it out. And I'm gonna put like a little thing on there, and you know I might do a free newsletter, people an email and everything. And you know I kind of want to do. I'm thinking about doing like a local every day like. Updating like the stream report through my website. So like you can go on my website at any given moment and check out like Spring Creek and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna be a very busy man, by the way. I got a lot more going on. There's gonna be a lot going on. So hopefully.
How about it? I just hit all three of them.
Holy shit. So, hopefully, we can get the money factor going on to keep everything going because I'm going to do classes at local clubs, tying classes at local clubs, tying clinics, one-on-one tying clinics. I want to work on advanced classes on making realistic bugs, a lot of stuff. I want to do one-on-one consultations with you guys. So that you guys could come to me and we could go one-on-one, Skype or whatever it takes, whatever you want to work with, we could work around all mediums, one-on-one, where you guys can come to me and go, hey man, I have this problem, I need you, where me and you can sit down one-to-one and I can say, look, this, what you're doing is totally, you know, you got to think about it this way, or we could have one-on-one conversations and talk. We're going to offer all that. We want to start a basic beginning fly tying class you can purchase over the internet. Where if you have like maybe a younger brother that wants to just get into tying, they could take our beginning classes. Maybe you guys want to brush up, or maybe you guys' wings don't fall right. I mean, come on, man. You want to do something? Take a grizzly hen hackle and stand it up for 2 upright wings. That's not the easiest thing to do. Dude, we got these ones that are here. I've been trying to get the permission from the tire. It's called a Pine Creek Special. And I am dying to get the guy's permission to cover it in class. Because if I show you these flies, I can't show them to you. That's it. I just can't. I can't show them to you. I got the guy's permission. Because literally, it will blow your mind.
Yeah.
The guy that came up. And this ain't some famous tire you ever heard of. I never heard of him. This guy, I just got to get his permission though, because he designed a fly that I have never seen before. He literally did, and I have to have his permission to show it to you. But holy shit, man! And I'm going to use it. I'm using it. It's going to be, if I get his permission to tie him, I'm going to tell him. I'm going to spread him out. I'm going to put his name on everything. Give him full credit for his genius, man. It blew my mind, and it will blow yours.
Good idea.
We're gonna take it to more levels than he can imagine. I want you to be able to show you guys the concept and take it to more levels than you can imagine.
Right.
Because that's what I do. I take a concept, look at it and go, wow, that's amazing. But wait till you see what I do with it. You know, I just take it to the next level. So all you gotta do is think above, think beyond, take your shit to your new level. Set, you know. I think it's standard. It's here somewhere. I don't know what I did with them. That little plastic container. I think it's standard hook. I'm pretty damn sure it's standard hook.
They're floating around here somewhere.
Well, I can tell you it's soft hackle wing, parachute, suspended tail, all combo. I guarantee you will never see a fly like that before in your life. I seen it. I've been dying to get. I just can't find the guy. Every time I get a hold of the guy, it says guides, young guides. They're like, I have no idea. Of course you don't. But yeah, that. One thing I say is, you ever hire a guide, make sure they have lots of years of experience. Make sure you're learning something besides where to go. Or whatever. That's all. I don't know what to say. Maybe I'm wrong about all that. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I'm talking on my ass. Maybe you shouldn't. You should tie perfect flies. But me personally, I never went and said, okay, in my life, I don't know, man. Maybe me. I don't take anything and say that's it, right? Like say a pheasant tail fly. When they taught me to tie it, they taught me to tie it this way, using pheasant tail, peacock, whatever, right? I wasn't that way. I was like, well, what happens if you use ostrich shrill instead of peacock as the thorax? And how about you use wood duck, black and white, instead of that brown? Or maybe instead of using pheasant tail, you know what? You want to see something amazing? I think works better than pheasant tail nymphs. How about a turkey tail nymph? Well, I got one of them to show you. Maybe that's what I'll teach you next. I'm going to teach you the turkey tail nymph. Yeah, man. What's a pheasant tail? Turkey tails are longer. Wait till you see this, dude. I used to tie them all the time. I would use flash dubbing instead of freaking. Oh yeah, dude. I'm going to show you. That's what I'm going to show you next. I'm going to show you the turkey tail, wood duck turkey tail, man. You think a pheasant tail works? Wrong. People use the pheasant tail, and the pheasant. Do you know how long a pheasant hackles are? You ever see how long a turkey? That's not right, man. Why did you do it that way? Just because you know what, man? That's what they did. That guy that came up with that fly thought that was the best thing. And who's did he say that is the best thing? Or I said that all fucked up. I did a Ricky there.
Yeah.
I did a Rickyism. Sorry, man. You guys never heard of Charlie Park Boys. I love Ricky, man. We were watching Ricky before we came on here.
We were.
And I just did a Rickyism, man. You know, that bullshit.
You sure did.
But, man, you know, I'll teach you. That's the next one I'm going to teach you. I'm going to try a turkey tail, the sunburst. Oh, man. You call it the crazy one? That's what I call it, man. And I haven't done it in a while. Because, you know, looks like the loophole air bubble gatherer.
Oh, shit.
Did you ever hear of the the loophole air gatherer? A merger? No? Well, this is a concept where you drag the freaking fly. It's got a big loop, and it gathers air. And when you pour it under the water, it gathers air. And you pour it all the way into the water, right? So you're kind of like tightlining it, pulling it under the water. You're supposed to get it down and let it go back up, and it's supposed to go back to the surface. Called loophole air bubble gatherer. So what it's supposed to do is represent the air bubble that's released as it's merging. So you pour it under the water, it gathers air. You pour it really quick before it gets to the fish. You pour it right under the water, almost like a stream. You strip it, right? And you're supposed to put, it's a mix of like really floatable items. So you pour it under the water and it comes back to the surface. Did you hear what I had to say? You're taking a nymph, pouring it under the water, and when the nymph's under the water, under where the fish are, it's going to go to the surface like it's emerging. By what materials you use. There's only 4 of you guys here right now, and I bet I blew all 4 of you minds, didn't I? A fly that you pull to the bottom and get to the bottom by stripping it. And when you get to the fish, you release that stripping motion, and it goes to the surface on its own, looking like it's emerging. Do you know what that does to the trout's minds?
Did you read that?
What?
Lead-free core turkey tail nymph?
Yes. Yeah. Lead-free core. And you don't weight it, dude. You put real little split shot is how you do it. You take a really teeny, really small split shot as you can find. And by you stripping that, creating the current, it causes oh shit. I'll be right back.
Joe wants you to show a video of the air fly. We'll have to get him to show you a video. I'm gonna load up here a dab of. We got some Maverick sugar. Smelly, smelly, smelly. Some yummy stuff. I don't know if I can show it to you or not. I know this ain't the 420 channel, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Some smelly, yummy stuff. We're going to, if I can find the bucket, we're going to take a dab of it. Alright, the bucket.
Alright, so here we go. This is the, I'm going to explain a lot to you here in a sec, real quick. Grasp the concept. Okay. When I was a kid, I should have been, if I would have been a person that liked schoolwork, studying to get a college degree, to go on and do, I probably would have been an engineer. Because I always liked to solve riddles and do experiments. So when I was younger, I would experiment the weights, the measurements of weights, of lead weights, because we didn't use anything but lead weight back then. Now we have test kit. So the weight symbol away from the nymph. So I'd take a really little split shot, put it 2 inches away from the nymph. Then I put it 6 inches away. See how that reacted in the water column because you had clear water? A lot of times you weren't catching nothing but chubs because there was clear water.
Cow, slow down.
the clear water and the trout, the flies wouldn't get to the trout. I was just really going out to water where there was no fish. I really didn't want to catch fish. I wanted to see the reaction of the nymph and the weights and how it sunk. So if you take a nymph, a split shot, let's say, and put it about 6 inches away from a fly that would normally float, okay? Or you take a sinking leader, per se, or you strip a fly when it is built with just a little, what I did is I would use 3X heavy hooks. Okay, that's it. That's basically it. So and then you take a bunch of materials that would normally float. So you would use dry fly dubbing or coat a nymph with dry fly coat.
Do you have the torch?
Okay. I give.
Coat it with dry fly dubbing and keep going.
All right. So you would coat the nymph.
Oh, right here.
The best way to do this is add a little bit of like the tail. This is what I would do. I'm going to show you this floating nymph. Is add deer hair tail, deer hair legs. Now they're very stiff material and they don't have the movement in the water. But you know, sometimes you gotta sacrifice the movement in the water for the benefit. But deer hair, you can sink. You know, guys know that do streamers, you strip a diver and it'll dive and then it'll come back to the surface because the deer hair floats it. This nymph does the same way. You strip it, you want it to go down as deep as you can get it, right before it gets to the fish, and then wait to get to the fish, you let it go, and it'll go right to the top, just like a diver. And it'll go right to the top. It looks like that nymph is going to the surface to emerge. And Joe says, dab away. You understand? I'm going to show you guys. I'll show you how it works.
I'm working on it, Joe.
Another thing is if you tie the fly and it doesn't balance right, like it doesn't want to seem to come back to the surface quick enough, you can coat your whole leader in float coat, and then strip it, and it'll still help get you back to the surface.
I gotta fill my torch up. It's running out of fuel. I get hot enough
now. The ball nymph. That's another one I want to teach. I forget how to do it though. I'm gonna have to practice to figure it out again. Because it's like a technique that nobody knows, man. The ball nymph. That's where you take dry fly dubbing and you create a ball.
See, I might not got it hot enough. I think my torch needs filled up.
No, you're good. Go. She didn't heat it enough or something, or she didn't let it melt down in or something. There she goes.
I was impatient.
She's impatient, and that's why she doesn't catch as many fish on the dry fly.
Yeah. That's another story for another day.
Always whipping them out of their mouths.
Oops.
Me personally, I'm always asleep, so.
He's too slow and I'm too fast.
I
don't know how to pause.
Ever miss a dry fly.
I whip it right out of their mouths.
I don't. Never miss a dry fly set.
They're just out of here.
You know what I've had happen though?
But you know what?
More likely than I'm going to rip it out of their mouth is the fish are going to swallow it and then spit it back out before.
But you know what's more likely to happen? What's more likely to happen is I'm gonna come up to the water and fish it the wrong way and catch a fish you've been trying to catch for months and months and months.
No, bullshit. The rainbow was years, bitch.
There you go,
bitch.
years. I just had to go out there one day and fish it the wrong way.
She urinifted it.
You can't fish it that way.
Before I urinifted it.
You can't fish it that way.
She urinifted it. She stood by the tree and boom, bam, right there, man. Urinifted that fly. And then she goes, I can't urinif. I'm like, dude, you fucking just did it. But I had a strike in the carry. So if you can, what I'm thinking is, anybody that says they can't do it without striking the carrier, right? You set them a urinif, and then you put the strike indicator 20 feet above the fly. So the strike indicator is right at the tip of the rod when they're in the urinifing.
Something like that.
They just can't reel the line in anymore. They can't reel that line. They have to urinif it because there ain't no choice. Because that's she didn't even have the strike indicator on the water. It's strike indicator, my asshole. That's her though, man. I love this shit. She's a good fly fisherman, man. It's the most amazing person I ever seen. Because, dude, I wasn't that aware at fucking 1 year fly fishing, dude. No way. I was lost. I had no way I'm catching a brown trout on Pine Creek in 1 year fly fishing experience. Dude, 1 year fly fishing experience, I wasn't catching shit. I didn't catch my first trout on a fly rod till I did both. I caught a lot of fish on a bait rod. I didn't catch my first fish on a fly rod.
Joe says bobber dragging.
Bobber dragging, yeah. Dude, you know what I want to do? I want to learn how to fucking wet fly swing. You live in PA, and you can teach me how to properly swing wet flies. I am there. I will trade you, even up, one-on-one. I will go out and guide you for free for a whole day for even trade of you take me out and show me how to swing wet flies for a whole day. And I want to know the patterns that work the best. The top 10 wet fly patterns. I want to know them. I want to know how to swing a wet fly because I never did it. I never did. I nymphed and oh man, I don't do it. But I am one of the best streamer runners.
Just hit that. That's what you're supposed to do.
I did it for so many years that I got bored with it. But I could kill them on streamers. I mean, the fly that I'm known for was a streamer. I'm gonna make it articulated with glass beads. I got a friend that me and Picky are working on some guy that's gonna hand blown glass beads for our wet flies. Hand blown glass bead streamers. The hippie SOB.
Hang on, Joe. Doesn't Davey Wonton live in North Carolina? The fuck's Davey Wonton? You might know.
Who?
Davey Wonton?
I had some wontons and hot sauce earlier.
You mean Davy Jones? He don't live in North Carolina. He lives in PA. I don't know.
Dude, I have no idea who you're talking about, dude. Look, man.
Specify, Joe. Help us out here.
All right, okay, Joe. Do you know much about how long? I don't know if you know about. I don't know about West Coast, East Coast shit. I don't know what you know about us. Do you know who Joe Humphreys is? Do you? Guess what? I only know who Joe Humphreys is. For the last 20 years. Joe Humphreys literally gave me one-on-one on the creek fly fishing thing instruction when I was young. Literally came to my Child Unlimited. He taught at college. It's only 45 minutes from my house right here where we sit. And guess what? I didn't know who Joe Humphreys was. I am literally like a no-name person. I didn't even know that Joe Humphreys taught me how to bowcast until, hell, that was what, 7 years ago. Literally, like 7 years ago, I finally figured out who taught me how to bowcast, who taught me how to fish small creeks. I was watching one of his videos, and I was like, wow, dude, because I always wanted to thank him. So when I met him 6 years ago, I met him personally. I walked up to him and I gave him a hug and I said, thank you, Joe. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, do you remember coming? And he knew. He's like, dude. And he's like, wow, I remember going there. I said, yeah, dude, you taught me, literally, when I was a kid. And he was like, wow. And he goes, and I said, so how do you tie your crest bug? He looked at me and said, I never had anybody ask me that. I said, I want to know exactly how you tie that crest bug. Do you know Joe Humphreys' crest bug? It's one of the deadliest versions of that bug ever. And it's gray squirrel and gray fox dubbing. And that's it. Pretty much it. And you have to flatten the lead. You wrap lead, non-lead now. Wrap that lead around you, flatten it out so it's like flat like the bug. And he said that flattening that wire to make his crest bug gave it the natural action like it was flat. He said most people wrap the lead wire around and it's wrapped, circular. Because when you wrap lead around a hook shank, it's going to be round, right? But he would take pliers and flatten it. And that flat action, acting like the real bug and going through the water, kind of floating and not being round, doing one of these numbers, would act like the real bug. And that's what made it so deadly. It's him flattening the lead. Or, probably back when he was younger, they didn't know the arms of lead fishing, so that's probably lead. Do you know what I'm saying? And that little information is what gave his fly, his crest bug, so much action, so much work than anybody else's crest bug because he flattened the lead. That's all it took out of his style. But he taught me how to bowcast, but it was Joe that did that, But I didn't know who Joe Humphreys was. I mean, I knew who he was when I seen him. I was like, dude, that's the...
That's ready to be Q-tipped.
Is it?
Yeah. Right here.
But yeah, dude, it's like, I'm not a name person. I'm not like, I still to this day don't know the pro tires I talked to at Lancaster. Yeah, we're probably, if you guys are watching this on the replay, we'll probably ramble on. There's still people here. We're still talking to Joe. We love to be hanging out with you guys. Dude, it's Joe would keep talking to me, and this is what I try to explain to you on a live stream. Is you got to talk to me. You got to ask me questions. If Joe's the only one here talking to me, me and Joe could have this conversation. We'll go on forever. And I will go on forever with just Joe. Me and him. That's it. As long as somebody's here talking to me and has questions or want to talk, I'm up game. I'm game, dude.
But if you stop talking to us, then
you stop talking to us and it gets boring, and I'm like, dude, there's nothing to talk about anymore. Nobody's responding. Nobody's asking questions.
But yeah, I don't know who you mean by...
Because, dude, we're here to make a community. We're here to be friends. We're here to gather as a group of friends. And like I said before, we don't care who you are, what you belong to, what you believe in. As long as you're here to hang out. And, dude, I'll hang out with you for hours, man. You want to talk, we'll talk. That's what it's here. That's why we're here, man. We do the same thing at a bar, man. Me and Joe would meet each other in some bar in California and hang out all night and talk like we are right now. I missed that one.
Davey Wonton from Europe.
Davey Wonton from Europe.
You're from Europe?
I was from Europe. Davey Wonton. I didn't know Davey Wonton. I met a lot of, the hell would they be, the fuck was that name? I can't remember the names. Let me think for a second. The girls' names was, I can't think now.
Oh, he's a YouTuber.
Davey Wonton.
Leader not March. Here you go. Here he is. He's a YouTuber from Europe. Yeah,
alright, hold on. We're gonna watch this.
Alright guys, welcome to another TPO tip of the month from Penns Creek here.
Oh, there he is.
Alright, this month we're gonna do connecting heavy sections
Penns
of
Creek in
material.
Europe?
So for this one I'm gonna use 20 pound clear Maxima, and this is 15 pound clear Maxima. This is a great trick that Davey showed me when he was here last April. So
I think he is Scottish, maybe. He has a DVD on what
material that goes to your rod. You're gonna tie an overhand knot in it. Right,
Interesting.
Like overhand knot. Now
We're watching. We're checking it out. Okay, let's stop it.
We'll check it out later.
We'll check him out. All right.
cinch down really tight. Pull your teeth.
I love watching these stuff, dude. I listen to Orvis podcast.
We'll check him out.
Dude, my new favorite one.
Check out me. I use the dirty bucket instead of the clean bucket, Joe.
Yeah,
Jeez,
great. Dude, we use the dirty bucket for reclaim.
And I put the...
Bitches been broke nowadays. You know, we got a little amount of money, so we got to smoke our reclaim. Because we got only 4 grams and, you know, halves,
Look
man.
at all this reclaim. I got to put it...
You know what I mean?
And I do it backwards.
So, our ass has been broke, so... We're going to smoke... I love reclaim.
That's why I haven't been putting out as many videos. You know when my ass is broke, when I'm not putting out as many videos.
Yeah, not broke, but...
And he got a new card, so I don't even have a Hemper box to put out this month.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we stopped getting the Hemper boxes.
And now I'm gonna miss the Halloween.
They gave me my new credit union gave me that one of them new cards that you just pass by it. You don't even have to like slip it in. You don't have to put it in the fucking hole anymore. You just go pass it by. It gets hard.
Yeah, dirty dabs. Yuck.
Yep. Dirty dabs.
Yeah.
We have this is full of the. Oh, I love the smell of it.
Oh yeah, I just put some in.
It's in there. It's full, completely full of the stuff that comes. What would you call it? The stuff that comes out of here.
Our vaporized weed.
Whoa.
Sorry, I have it charging. Yeah.
She has it charging, but yeah, it comes out. This is a vape. Dry. It takes the flour, and then it turns it into like a brown. You know, like a brown.
You can still put it in your edibles, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what they tell you.
Making edibles out of it. So we're going to make some brownies out of that. And that's what we're going to do with the reclaim.
No, I'm going to have to get some RSO. Some good RSO. Just put that in there with some...
Well, so you guys are still here. Thanks for still being here. It's pretty much we and Joe just having a conversation. But you guys are interested in all this. It's pretty cool. You can take this. You can eat it. You can eat it. You put your reclaim on it. People just mix them together and munch on it, or put it in a pill capsule form and eat it. That works too. That's just reclaim that's been heated or it's open up. Even if you're taking regular flour, you have to put it in the oven for, what is it, 8 hours, or not 8 hours, an hour.
Yeah,
at
you have to,
140 or higher, right?
It's what's called decarbing.
Yeah.
You have to decarb it.
Ask the expert about that. That's what we talk about on her channel. So make sure you check out her channel.
Yeah, if you try to put it in edibles and don't decarb it, it ain't gonna do you shit.
Yeah, you have to do that, or it doesn't release.
Are you drinking my rum?
Probably. I've been like my since I quit smoking, my taste buds are coming back, and I've been liking her rum. Like I used to hate it, like, and now I'm like, ooh, I'm really I don't know what to think about it, but I think I'm gonna be able to drink her rum like on the rocks. Like I'm really like tasting all like the smoked barrel taste and the charcoal taste and the I mean, like I'm tasting all of the flavors, you know. It's like So, wait, we're gonna do. See, what we're doing is tying. What we're moving to is this channel is the tying channel. This tying's the tying information channel, pretty much. And then we're going to her channel where it's gonna be the fishing videos, us showing you the flies and how we do. That's gonna be there, and the info is gonna be here. So the catching of fish is there, and you get to hang out there and do the hikes and the hunting and the fishing and everything there. And you're able to learn how to tie the flies to catch the fish here. That's what's going on.
Definitely a good tip, Joe. Joe said make some brownies and freeze a few for later.
And that kind of stuff and how to make them is over there.
Yeah.
If you're going to tie the flies, right? So what you're going to do, let me tell you, this is our vision, okay? If you're here, Joe, love you, brother. You're like a brother to me. Just so you know that all y'all are my brothers and sisters. And I love y'all. So first of all, man, what we're going to do is you're going to go over there. Okay? This is the vision that we have for you guys and our community, okay? I'm going to let you know our little master plan on how we have a community. Is you go over there and we show you how to make some brownies. So you go there and you make some brownies. So now you got 12 brownies, okay? You take 6 of them brownies and you put them in your wife's pocket. And you take 6 of them brownies, put them in your pocket. And then you go out to the creek. Okay? And then we're going to show you the flies to tie here to take to the creek. And then when you get there, you're going to catch fish. And in between catching fish, maybe every 2 hours or every hour, you're going to sit down on the bank, you and your wife, and you're going to eat a brownie that you learned how to cook over on her channel. And then you're going to fish the flies that you learned here. See how this whole community builds around everything and how we do it all together? So if you don't like the medication brownie making, you don't have to go over to that channel and watch that. And if you don't like her and fish but putting a hook in her lip, you don't have to come here. It's all a beautiful thing, man. It's all about brothers and sisters and what you want. And we're just trying to help all our brothers and sisters out because we would just love to give you all a big hug. Really, man. In all reality, if we had our choice, we'd all give you big hugs and kisses, and hug you all the time. You're like brothers and sisters, you got it, Because right now, times are tough, man. Get uptight. Things are crazy, man. The whole world's going to ape shit on you. You don't know what to think. You might be aggravated. You might be upset. Come here, and we just give you a giant video hug. And be part of our community, alright? It's all just relax, man. We're all going to try and be positive as much as we can. We're going to fish our way through the problems, man. Maybe that's what I should do. You let me know in a comment. Maybe I should make a shirt as let's just fish our way through the problems. That'd be a good shirt, right? Big peace sign on the back, and on the front it just says, let's fish our way through the problems. Right? But anyway. So, once again, it's the end of the live stream, people. We're going bye-byes. We're going to end this.
We'll see you next week.
Me and Tracy are going to go jam. But you ain't going to catch us here next week, are you?
You're going to pay attention. It's going to be at a special time. It'll be announced. Because, the hunting thing. We'll let you know. Pay attention.
So that's it, man. You guys, what'd you say?
If the water runs out here, he might have to leave Cali.
Come here and hang out with us in PA, bro. Walk you up.
Yeah, we have a ton of water right now. Way too much. I wish I could send some your way. He says good night.
See you guys. You know what? Keep your lines out of the trees.
Let's keep your lines wet.
Oh.
And then
that's fucked up. My saying she had to tell me how to do it. Why don't you tell me?
Keep your lines wet.
Out of the trees.
And only give them fish